I was in Sumy on Palm Sunday was really just terrible coincidence. My decisions to visit colleagues from Sumy State University's journalism department in return for them visiting my university as part of a twinning program. That was one decision. The other decision was some fool to be war criminal in Russia who decided to launch 2 missiles into the city center of Sumy on the day that I was there. The images behind me are some of what that looked like. I know there would be people in the audience here for whom the experience of being near an explosion of this kind is familiar. I am not such a person. It is an awful experience. I was in a hotel 2.5 blocks away, and it's something as best I could describe as like an enormous sack of bricks just getting dropped somewhere in your vicinity, and you feel this sort of wave in the building and the wave in the air. And I contacted a friend from the Red Cross and offered to help in any way I could. I'm good with a camera. I am good with my brain. The camera was the thing that was useful. And so on the Monday morning with the Red Cross, these are some of the images that I was taking, following the Red Cross through the destruction of what those 2 missiles had done. One went through the Congress Center. It was a library co-working space in the center of Sumy. The second was an airburst intended to kill those who came to help the victims of the first blast. I'm not going to belabor the descriptions of these. You can see for yourselves the destruction behind me. It should be enough to just say what is quite plainly obvious, that weapons and tactics of this kind have absolutely no place in a city center, have absolutely no place in a city center on Palm Sunday. The officers of the people who had organized my trip from Sumy State University, the International Affairs Department, I have a photograph in another set of the entrance to their office that just goes into open space because the second airburst took out 3 stories of the office building that they work in. And so the woman who had so kindly helped to broker my safe passage to Sumy, her office, the office underneath that, the office underneath that one, all of these had disappeared in the blast. And it was really only just by the luck of God that because it was Palm Sunday, none of them were in their office, or all 15 who work in that department would have been added to the people who died in Sumy. Also present that day, very quickly after the attack, were the media, so BBC, Guardian, the rest, but also Suspilne in Sumy and Cordon Media, a conflict reporting organization that was turning 2 years old around about that exact time. And the thing I want to close on is what the value of their work was to this. Like, what is the value of taking photographs or interviewing people, or writing the story of something like this that happened in Sumy, in the broader story of what bombs and missiles and